Ready, yeah?
Yeah, boss. We lot saying, we're back again. We're back in. Another
Yes,
episode.
sir.
Hashtag the pep torch. I'm saying,
Yeah.
yeah, man. But yeah, man. Today is gonna be a very controversial one. We got two girls, two boys. Obviously,
This is the first time.
first time.
that
Two
you've
girls,
had
two
it.
boys.
Yeah. Have you
Ah.
had? You haven't had that many girls in your
I want like one
Always
girl.
random.
Yeah. She still. But yeah, man.
That's mad still.
I'm giving you a variety of content. You know what I'm saying, but yeah. Yeah, man. Obviously, recent events, the Will Smith, Jada, even Kim Kardashian and Kanye West.
Yeah.
Sad times.
Sad times for relationship, for people who love relationships, innit? So yeah,
How is that sad times
cause
for people that love relationships?
cause relationships are they're
Crumbling.
like, like they're crumbling. You know
But
what I'm saying,
I
So
feel
how
like
does that affect?
it's not everyone though.
true, but if you're looking at it from outside perspective and you're thinking, oh, I want to get inside, and you're looking at these people and thinking, oh, like these people aren't as
But you
bad
know what?
as I thought.
If I'm being real, I feel like it's
You
just
could-
life though. Sorry to cut you off.
Go on.
Like if you think about it, people always look at people famous and people that are living big and think, oh yeah, they're living a happy life. That's basically like
That's a
another
presumption,
perspective, innit?
yeah. It's a
But
presumption.
it's not really like that. Behind
That's where you
closed
go
doors and
wrong.
shit.
I
But
promise.
what do you lot think though? Like obviously, Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. I don't even know, but I heard apparently they're getting divorced. Or they're in the
He's
process
been
of
trying
being.
to get a divorce.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah, like
But I don't think it's. How can I say this? Obviously, it's evident that he
Going
is
through
going through
something.
mental health
Mhm.
issues. So not saying like not to take in what he's saying,
Mm.
but
yeah.
like obviously he's at a vulnerable point. So
unstable.
you can't really be taking everything as he's saying as gospel.
Mm.
So and also I think like Kim Kardashian, she released that some statement thing and she like made it known. She said Kim Kardashian West, like she said G, like
Yeah,
all
I
of them
saw that.
allegations,
Mm.
cut it, like
Mm.
do you know what I mean? And she said obviously you have to work through it and stuff like that. But
Mm. But I don't know, but I just feel like people or like a lot of people I've just seen it, not even famous people, but just people who have some sort of what's that figure, like some people who
Public
have some
figure.
I feel like there's like a trend that I've seen.
Yeah. It's like people are just they're just quick to jump on the bag, innit? Like
No one's really properly happy in their relationships. Like I don't know, but I just thought, like for example, someone like Barack Obama and Michelle Obama.
Mm.
do you
If
think
man
that's-
told me they broke up, I'll be thinking, no way. Like I'll be
Shattered.
thinking like
I just feel like it's people's like how people view other people, innit?
Yeah.
Because it just from no one really knows what happened behind
Yeah.
closed doors. You get
yeah. And
that's
something
another
like
thing.
I feel like, especially with the Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, like and Jada Smith and Will Smith.
Yeah, what do you think about that though? Like Will Smith and Jada Smith. I thought that was a madness.
Yeah.
Like, August Alsina at
Because
first when he came out.
they've made it known that they've had well, I don't know if it's rumors or if it's actually true, but they've been saying they've had an open relationship. Like,
Dude,
and
wait,
I heard
you lot-
these
Would you do
rumours
that though?
sometimes.
That's
Would you lot be open
I
to
can't lie. I felt different
Well,
about
he
Will
was
after,
open about the
That
relationship.
defies like what a marriage
Yeah.
is. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So obviously, if
It don't
you're,
make sense.
Like, get
Why did you get married if you wanted to have a like open relationship?
Just act like a boy.
So it's no.
no.
But yeah, like I feel like especially to go to the Will Smith and the Jada Smith thing, like I feel like not even me, but I feel like a lot of people in the public they kind of looked up to those two, like
Yeah.
those
Everyone
two
likes
were,
Will
like,
Smith,
the couple,
you
yeah,
get-
like everyone like
Yeah.
like not for me, but people, they were like the power couple for people. So it's like when you see these things and you see that these big rich people who I thought were happy because they're rich or because I thought they were living the life.
It basically shows you
Their
like
life is as shambolic
yeah,
as
yeah.
someone who's normal. Like
It basically
You
shows you
know-
that the truth, happiness is not what
Not-
everyone
yeah,
thinks
it's
it is.
not
Yeah,
peace,
it's not
literally.
peace.
And they only
It's not
show us
fame.
like what they want.
Literally.
You know
That's
what
what I
I
was
mean?
gonna
So
say.
we're only basing an opinion off of what we see,
Probably-
but it's only how much they let us know.
literally,
You know what I mean?
we
so
we probably see
we
like
see
10%.
pictures, we see this, and we think, oh yeah, like them men are smiling at night and that.
Yeah.
But really, it's not at that.
Yeah,
So-
it's not that thing store. It's true store. But yeah, like onto the whole like trying to compare. Like obviously, I feel like if I'm wrong in it, there's like a difference, like a very distinct difference between how men and females act in the US, like how they interact and how they go about being in relationships to the way people in the UK here.
I feel like people in the UK are just scared to show affection, whereas US man they're more like I think
Affectionate.
openly.
They don't care, man.
What do you lot?
Whereas here I feel like you man try and act all hard and
You
that.
man.
Do you,
Yes,
I don't
you
feel
man
like it's everyone
feel
though.
triggered.
do you feel like
I agree.
do you feel like that's the fault? Do you feel like it could be maybe you girls who have somehow contributed? Not saying that it's your fault, but you somehow contributed to boys. Like maybe girls, or 'cause I feel like I don't know, but I feel like maybe there's not as many, but I feel like there's a lot more girls out there who are very, in some ways, not even unapproachable, but like on social media, you may look at them
Come across
and
like-
they may come across as someone who's not even up there, but someone who's unapproachable.
That's
and
social
you know what I'm
media,
saying? And obviously, some men may see that and be like, oh,
But that's
See,
your.
that's
Why am I
wrong
gonna-
That
though.
exactly.
It's like
Why
how
have
Both
you now
it's
come up with
wrong,
that?
but it's human nature. Like you're gonna and some men don't even mean to do that. But
But I don't think it's the girls, because you've now used that example. But American boys are very affectionate. For example, let's talk about prom. When it comes to prom, these
I
men
hate
will
prom,
come.
yeah.
They go all out.
I
They
hate
go
prom. I don't know what it
all
was.
out.
I just didn't like
They'll-
prom.
I thought my prom was
It's
even
pr-
gonna
you
be
know
like
it's-
that, like with flowers and everything. Look at what.
Yeah, cause like prom was dead.
Yeah,
Prom
Fam.
was you just
Yeah. Prom was dead.
Boys here on as
Cause
not
overly
thrilled about it, innit?
like talking from a like the people like you say they came with a girl. Most time the girl was just your friend and you just walked to the school with her.
But even
When
the
you got
asking
into
out
doors-
situation, you guys would never go to them lengths
Yeah.
to come and do flowers.
What do you
hold-
think it is though? Do you feel like pride?
No.
Like,
Oh yeah, because I
Boys
feel
are
like
very
in
prideful.
US like everyone proper idolizes a relationship, not even like certain people, but just the idea of a relationship.
Yeah, everyone wants
Whereas
that.
here, I feel like maybe people do want that, but they're not as open with
On
it.
it, yeah.
So it's more of a behind the scenes thing as opposed to something that's performative.
But I feel like everyone's somehow been hurt. Like let's say like you might meet someone, you ask them like what's your history, like who, like you might be like I got cheated on 2 times, or I got this that, like that could also contribute because
Yeah, 100.
young people left, right, and center we're all like
But don't you think
we're
that
hurting each other.
contributes to how you approach your next relationship?
Yeah,
So
literally,
you
that's
know
what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know what
or
to-
what not to
True. Red flags.
tolerate.
But also it could like, cause not even to even sing out girls in it, but let me use girls as an example. Like girls, like for example, let's say if you're female, you're in your first ever relationship. Yeah, you've been with the person for let's say 1 year, things are going smooth. You've had your few issues, but you're cool. And then he turns on and he cheats on you. You find out that he's got a whole portfolio. He's just done so many things.
He's got a
behind your
mad
back.
survey, man.
Yeah. So you find out you've basically been shattered, probably mentally, emotionally. You invested so much time in this person. Moving on, you're gonna naturally, obviously, some people are able to look at that and be like, I'm not gonna let that stop me from loving anyone else. But obviously, majority of people they're gonna look at it and be like, you know what, boys are trash, girls are trash. I don't wanna, you know what, or even like some people, even like some men, like they might just be like, you know, I'm gonna, you know what, girls are, I'm just gonna go about and gonna ruin all their lives. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like
Look at that.
no,
That's a man.
I know, but look at that.
but it could be caused by a trauma of someone
Okay,
cheating on
but
you.
I
Do you know
feel
what I'm
like
saying?
people like instead of working on yourself after going through something,
They go
you will
jump
now
another one.
go and now
Choose.
destroy someone else's life. Why don't you
Cycle.
take time
Take time,
to
yeah.
look at yourself, be like, right, let me because if you can't be comfortable with yourself, how can you be comfortable with
Comfortable with
someone
anyone
else?
else. Love yourself,
exactly. But I feel like in the UK, because I feel like the famous relationships are idolized. Everyone wants to be in a, getting, like we were talking about, getting the Birkin bag and da. So they just want to be in
Is it
fast.
back here? Like do they sell it here? Like do
Yeah.
they sell it here?
Birkin bag,
But we just have a
80 bags.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen a British couple have a Birkin bag, but go on. Sorry.
This teaching guy.
But yeah, like I was saying, like everyone just is too fast with it and can always wants to jump in the next relationship rather than, maybe it's even something in yourself that's what broke the relationship, but
And
you
you
don't
don't
even
know,
realize
yeah.
because you're too busy looking at what the other person did to you.
Yeah.
And instead of now come and sit down, talk to yourself, spend time with yourself, pray to whatever God you believe in. You're there looking at the next boy, or now boys will now come and hunt down other girls and ruin their lives. Now, of course, everyone's gonna say men are trash, girls are trash, because why? We're just being trash to each other.
Yeah, but I feel like to your point, that's true. Like a lot of people, they may have been hurt and they don't want to feel lonely, or they don't want to go through that period of of finding out things about yourself, or just they don't want to go through that period of just being by yourself and finding out truly like
Yeah.
who you are and etc.
I think first, even before you start looking for love or looking for something with someone else, you should always find first like self-love. You know what I mean? If you can't love yourself, no one's gonna love you. That's very
It's
important.
easier said than
Obviously, it's easier said than done.
How, okay,
100%.
cool. Just to be practical in it, like how do you go about loving yourself? Because you can just say that love yourself.
I feel like just giving yourself time.
You have to be more like. What do you mean?
As in, I don't think you should now be talking to, because let's be real, when you're talking to people, you'll talk to multiple people. You won't talk to just one person. Do you know what I'm saying? Rather than doing that, just don't maybe try not talking to anyone and just being friends with people, and then you actually realize the difference on how you approach people, how people approach you, how you want to be treated, how you want to be respected. But I feel like when you are talking to people, you're distracted. You can't really know what you want because, you know, someone's talking about, hey, B, how's your day today? Or, yo, like, I want to meet you today. We want to link. Where's the time for you to look at yourself? But if you actually cut off those people and really think about yourself, your friends, and your future, you're gonna actually find out what you want in the future and what you want in a man or what you want in a woman. But if you have distractions, you can't do that.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like how you can develop that self-love for yourself individually, it boils down to you just basically looking in the mirror and knowing that you could live this life and be happy by yourself. You shouldn't shouldn't thirst for happiness in someone else. You shouldn't want that from someone else. You should be your own happy source. And then if someone does come along, that happiness will even increase. It won't be like, yes, I was sad, then now this person makes me happy. Because when this person goes, now what happens? Do you know what I mean? So like you can find things that you like for me, example, like dancing.
So
or, like,
would you say that makes you that it what's the word again? Does that add to your self-love?
Yeah, 100%.
Dancing.
Because that's
Yeah,
kind of
see as
like
well.
feeding my soul. Like,
Okay.
do you know what I mean?
That's because I didn't. So in saying that, you're basically saying following your passion or doing something that you like.
I agree with it, actually.
It will give you.
Same
I
thing
didn't know
with football,
that.
innit?
I didn't see that.
You could say the same thing with football, innit?
So
It's something that can not even like substitute, but something you can invest in, which is something that you know that's gonna be there, and you know what I mean, like
that makes sense.
Always, exactly. Not like it's not what's it called, like temporary. It's not depending on how the person's feeling. Dancing's gonna be there until my body stops moving. Do you know what I mean? But it's not if someone now decides to break up with me, I'm gonna stop dancing. No, like yeah.
Cause I actually thought that self-love was like, I don't know, saying words to like something like, I don't know, like
That is something.
that's part of self-love.
Yeah,
Like
affirmation.
in my head, that's the only thing you can do to. I didn't know that doing something that you like can help you. I didn't know that. So when you dance, so you lot feel the happiness flow through you.
Ew. No, but it's
It's a way of expressing it.
it's your expression.
It's doing something. Look like this. This is something that you love, innit? This is something that you're passionate about.
Yeah.
So obviously, if you continue doing it, like it's gonna make you happy, no? So this is your passion.
Like
That makes a lot of
let me
sense.
even give a story. On my birthday, like Tommy even knows, fam. I was so upset. Everything was going wrong. Then I had like a dance class on my birthday, and that was the only time of the whole day that I was actually happy. Everything else was pants. But that's like I had a good time.
So would you say like the plan that you had, the dancing made up for it?
Yeah, 100.
Bro, that's mad. That's
bro,
mad.
it's like it's just other things that you can put your all in. You know what I mean? Like there's
Yeah,
people
mine
that like die single and they've put a lot of love
Into
like,
themselves.
into themselves and into the work as well. You know what I mean? Like people fall in love with their work because they're passionate and for example, it's a dream job, that sort of thing. Like music, hobbies, that sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like you don't always need someone there to make you happy. You get
So
100%.
so you lot would say like practical ways would be what you said, giving time to yourself, not talking to too many people
Or anyone at all.
or anyone, and
taking breaks.
Doing
Social
something-
media, like that's another thing.
doing something that you love as well, and also is it called self affirmation or like
Yeah, affirmation. So
Yeah.
that's basically like tricking your mind into
thinking
like
what you're
thinking
saying?
that you're happy. So
Yeah.
if you're gonna go around saying, "Yeah, I'm sick," you're gonna start acting sick. But if you're telling yourself, "Yeah, I'm happy, I'm confident, I'm successful, I'm this and that," it's
You're
going to
gonna
like
soon,
switch
yeah.
your brain on a
Blessing
little
yourself.
bit.
Manifesting.
Yeah, manifestation.
that
Yeah. But yeah, going back to the topic like of the whole relationship thing, like what's like what do you lot think is like that number one thing that like people in the UK like the dating scene, like what do you think is that one thing that is just killing us off? Like what do you think is that thing is like raw? Why do you boys do this? Why do girls do this? Or what do you lot think is would you lot even say that there's anything or there's any one thing that's just blocking, not even to make everyone be happy together, but just
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say.
increase more genuine happy relationships? You know what I'm saying?
I would say social media. So for
Yeah,
example,
that's
Twitter.
absolutely-
Twitter is a place where everyone loves to put their opinions out there, you know, because no one can say anything to you when you put your opinion. And because of that, everyone puts any type of opinion. Oh, I hate girls because this girl said she want a Birkin. Next day, everyone hates girls because they want Birkin. Do you know what I'm saying? And then you'll use that negativity towards a girl that probably doesn't even have the same mindset as another girl. And then you're now feeding it off
I
everyone
would
else. Do
agree.
you know what I'm saying?
But
Even girls as well.
We can't even get rid of social media. So okay,
That's
since
why
we
I'm
can't,
getting
cool.
rid of it. I
Since we
feel
can't, how do we go about trying to not even use it in a way to, but trying to
just know it's not real life.
Yeah, like,
but that's the real.
And that's the
that's the thing, though.
realest bit.
Oh
You need to
my
learn to
days.
read and just read. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like people read and then just take it on like as if they're speaking to them. They're not speaking to you, bro.
But I feel like even me, like personally, like not even that I mean it, but you might be, let's say, you might be to for like an hour. Yeah, you go in it, and just subconsciously,
Taking
you might,
things in.
yeah, do you know what I'm saying? And then without even knowing it, like you might even hold some views that someone, and it might even be absurd or whatever, but you're thinking, oh, it's not even that. It's not even that like thing that
not
like,
that deep.
and even with humans, like we do this a lot. Like we might say something, I would never do this. 5 years time, we're doing the thing that we never thought we'd do. So it's like I don't know, like it's also a part of like the human subconscious. We also do just without even knowing it, take in opinions or information, because in a way we are still children. Do you know what I'm saying? Like we are still children, and the same way children, you don't even like you don't need to tell them something, but if you're going around them doing certain things, they're gonna end up doing what you're doing. If you're going around, not even saying that we're in Twitter world, innit? But if you're going on looking every single day, reading tweets and getting worked up, feeling that, or like you know when like something's tweeted and like you might feel attacked or like just actively, emotionally, mentally investing in Twitter,
I think
it's gonna kill you.
I think
you know what I'm
another
saying?
thing is also, I think people care too much.
Yeah, 100%.
I think people
But
care
you
way
know what?
too much.
Let me even.
Like,
Go
if you
on.
think about it, bro, like Lily said, social media is not real. You get like, and I feel like people come on social media sometimes and they're a whole different person. You get
Oh,
they create this
Randy.
persona, and they're happy in it. That's their source of happiness. It's so mad because it's all about the mind. It's what you put in will come out eventually. You get. So you're putting too much time in social media, bro. You're gonna become addicted eventually.
That's why the staying to yourself, focusing on yourself is very
It's
key.
refreshing.
Detox, I need it.
Bro,
That's
you
how
need it. I
you will
can't
know
lie.
what you want in the
can't lie.
future because you've now put time to yourself. You've understood, yes, I want this, 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 and this, or I want to do this, this, and this, and this without social media's opinion, because social media's opinion will always come and be in the back of your mind.
And even to say a little story, do you man remember, there was a time when I used to go into it every single day and I'll just tweet memes, I'll make videos, like I was
This
just
guy was
like
sensei, man.
like none of
Twitter
people
king.
who tweet like they'll do the funny like they do basically they just Twitter like I remember like I think on my screen time Twitter was like by like 4 hours, that's the most app that using it.
Yeah.
I remember it was in year 13, I remember, and then it was getting to exam season. I was just deep in, bro. Like even in class, bro, man's itching to tweet, bro. Like, bro. There was even times when I'll go on Twitter, I'll see like a video, I'll be like, bro, I can make it like that. I'll just bookmark it, bro. Like not even my whole like, world in it, but I was proper
You was invested.
Into it.
You was
innit?
invested.
Then I
That's what I'm
remember
saying.
I was like, nah, let me just chill. I took a 1 week detox off Twitter, off social media, innit? Bro, when I came back, like since then I haven't used Twitter the same, bro. Like, do you man? I don't even.
Yeah, I know.
treat
You don't really
I,
see like that.
do you know what I'm saying?
Honestly,
Like, I feel like detox help a lot, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because since then, literally,
He's
I
a
don't,
good man.
I don't tweet like that anymore. Like, I
That's
don't.
good.
I see.
What do you say about the speaking on social media and how people like portray it and stuff? Talk about relationships, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you say when they see like other celebrities and that trying to like see for example Cardi B and all say how they look good or etc. People want to be like that, but behind closed doors they don't know actually what they're doing.
Bro, let me even give you an example. Yeah,
I
you
feel
know.
like Twitter's like an escape. Do you know what I mean? I feel like in reality, when people are actually in relationships, it's not how people tweet about it. Do you know what I mean? Like people say, oh, like when my man does this, when my man does that, da, da, da.
Sis, your
But
man's
in
not doing that.
reality, it's not like that. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
And I feel like everyone's given opinions on relationships, but like, sorry to say it, but you can't even speak if you're not in one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, huh? Yeah, like you can't speak if you're not in one, and you'll
Yeah.
see how your mindset changes, and you'll
Yeah.
see how situations will change because you're in different circumstances. So, like, cool, everyone will say, yeah, Birkin bag me, but I would be so happy if my boyfriend gave me sweets. Like, do you know what I mean?
True.
That is
True.
It's just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Twitter's just cap. People
Yeah.
just they just
People
flex
take it
there.
too literal as
But
well.
in real life, you're just
Yeah.
you're happy. Like,
And even to your question about like celebs in it, like just to slightly move away from that, but still answer the question. Like, you know, Hustle Smart, when they came here, cool. Look, obviously when I first met these lot, like looking at their Instas, looking at their page, like their podcasts, like I'm thinking these guys have it easy, bro. Like these guys, like they're doing well for themselves, and like they've got their stuff going on there. Cool. Obviously, when we done the episodes, and like we're talking now, and then they're just saying it, yeah, and like the way they're talking, like I'm just deep, like the way I thought it was, it's not like that.
It's never
And
the same.
that's the
behind
thing,
closed
like
doors,
even to go back to relationships, like the way you see it on Instagram, the way you see what Cardi B and Offset sitting, like hugging and that, bro. 2 minutes before they could be crying or be going at each other's throats. You know what I'm saying, so like the way these lot were explaining to me how what the way like what they're talking about, like I was just deep in like rah.
the process. innit?
What I was thinking it's
Not,
nothing
bro.
like that, cause it's nothing like that. It's nothing like that. But yeah, people just need to know that, bro. If you see Cardi B or not even Cardi B, she's not. I don't feel like she's a good example, but someone like I feel like Kim and Kanye were good for a while innit, until all this and that. But if you see like people who you feel as if, cause I do feel like, or before I feel like Cardi B, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, they were like a model, like not model, but they were someone.
There
I
was
thought
everyone-
had
But
the-
bearing in mind, what he's been saying is that he hasn't been happy for a long
Gee,
time.
obviously,
So
hold on.
what you're saying about what they show is very much true. Because Kim Kardashian even said that they decided to keep his his thingy a secret because
condition, mental health.
to respect
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
So I don't think everyone is always happy daisy.
Yeah,
happy
no.
daisy.
But obviously, like the way I saw it at first was like, oh, these lot. No, I didn't feel happy, but I thought obviously you might have issues, but I feel like on the whole, you're happy. You're
good.
You know what I'm saying? And then when you see certain thing that happen, it just brings you back into reality. Like this more even. I think everything that you see online is not what it seems. Everything.
It's true.
It never will be, bro.
Everything. You know what I'm saying? Like someone might look at you and be like, this guy dances, he always has motivation, he's dancing every day. They don't know when the days where you don't feel like you don't want to dance. You know what I'm saying,
Rough days, man.
like they don't. You know what I'm saying, so like
100.
almost everything is not what it seems. So just people need to just clock that social media is like 10% real, 90% fake.
Yeah.
What people also need to understand is struggle builds character, man.
Yeah.
Real. Like you can't always expect people to just get to the top or everyone
Sure.
to be perfect. You get like struggle builds character, and you need to see that side of life
Yeah.
to understand that it's not just one road.
You have to see both parts of life, man. To literally to get to the top, you have to start from the bottom. So literally, that's and even not even to do even working hard, but just to even be in a relationship, you need to work hard. Like you need to do certain things that you wouldn't usually do. You need to invest more
You need to
time.
be
The
able to
same way that
provide.
you need to invest more time in dancing or whatever, you need to invest more time into that person. Like being in a relationship is basically a hustle.
It's a job, bro.
It's an okay, not hustle, but it's
a job.
it's an investment.
No.
It's an
said
investment.
No.
So it's
Best
an
says a
investment.
hustle.
No.
So you're not investing time into your partner. That's investment. You know,
So
the
would
money.
you
Don't
call
you buy?
your sister or your brother an investment?
No, that's different though because
No,
they're
it's the same.
okay. Cool. Wait, my
They're
sister.
like your
Wait.
boyfriend or girlfriend, like with the aspiration that you're gonna get married.
Okay.
That's basically family, bro.
Okay, cool.
So,
But cool.
gee,
My sister and boyfriend. That's cool. Let's say that you're a parent, yeah.
yeah.
Your child is your child, but still, it's some sort of investment because you're investing in clothes, food, water. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's
Okay,
not an
I think it
investment.
depends
Yeah.
how you look at it. But
It's nothing
I
I'm saying
understand where
that,
you're
bro.
coming
Like,
from.
Like
it's nothing I'm saying
in a
that, bro. Like
negative
your
thing.
investment, but it's like, yeah, like we're together.
Are you talking about in
Yeah.
terms of like providing?
Don't even
or-
brand, but just
or just-
providing,
In
just
general.
just like you're gonna have to invest some of your
Yeah,
energy, time,
obviously.
and obviously that is an investment. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, not investment as in where girls are investment, whatever. But I'm just saying like in general.
I know what you're saying, but
Yeah.
I think
I get
investment
what
is the
you
wrong
mean,
word.
but-
Maybe.
Like you obviously yes, you have to give them time if you want to buy them presents and stuff. Give money and that.
Forget the presents.
But like there's different types of investments in
Yeah.
it. But I just feel like when you kind of look at it like that, that's when like your relationship goes wrong because it's like you are now seeing it in a kind of like
Have to do it.
a job. It's not a job. It's just an asset to you
Mm.
as opposed to an investment. It's just something there that's
Investment turns to asset.
no,
I
but
hate this guy.
no, but like an asset like that's kind of boosting
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
It's not something that you need.
Yeah.
Whereas an investment, you're like put in time. But if both of you man are like girl boy like coming up together, then you won't really need to be preying them bears and stuff like that. But obviously, I get what you mean by the investment, but I feel like that kind of gives that negative connotations about like a relationship. It kind of makes it seem like a.
Don't take advice from me, please.
It kind of seems like a.
I'm not agree.
What's the word? Like they're a burden
Yeah.
when it is the opposite.
True.
It shouldn't be like that. True.
But you would be lying to say that sometimes you don't. Okay, let me not even. Actually, nah. Forget.
Do it.
Did it say it?
There's times. Cool.
I hear what you have to
cool.
say still.
Cool. Let me before I say it. Let me say this. As I know for a fact, there's times when my mother thinks this guy I don't want. Like she might be thinking this child is just absolutely just annoying or whatever. And obviously she may that's a drag, not a burden. She wouldn't feel like I'm burden to her. But maybe sometimes there may be some points in life where how do you even word this?
I
It's
know
not
what
a
you're saying.
burden,
Like
but
you're
it's like
annoying. Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
You're basically taking a lot out of you, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's
in a
normal.
way, you can. Some people may call that a burden. Not me. I didn't say it, but some people may say it's a burden.
Hey, this guy.
Okay, not okay, but okay. Let's say a very
Problem.
No, yeah,
A light
very
problem.
light. No, it's not a problem
What
though.
are you trying to
Bro.
get at?
I'm trying to say that there's times when the person that you're with or your son or your daughter or whatever,
Yeah.
there may be times where you feel like you don't want to be them or maybe it may be hard to be them, and obviously
Yeah.
some people need to deep that what do you call it, relationships. It's not going to be 99% all lovey roses
I wish
and
it was.
thing.
It's true.
But obviously people need to do that raw, like the baby times where like you may feel like I don't want to be with you, or you may feel like you're annoying, or this
Yeah.
guy's a dickhead, or
Yeah.
do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's-
I feel
that's-
like that's how like it depends on how you view like your partner in it. Because for me, like I think how I do it, I don't know if that it seems a bit weird, but I just kind of see like them like as my family. So even if me and my sister we argue, at the end of the day, you are my sister. Obviously,
You're
I
not
feel
going
like
nowhere.
with boyfriend and girlfriend, it's a little bit different because you aren't related, but like with aspirations that you're gonna get
That's
like,
like a coping
there.
mechanism still.
like okay, cool, like this person's jarring right now, but obviously we know the end goal kind of thing. Like obviously
Look at it, no?
within hindsight, if they're not violating you, if it's just like something like
Yeah.
you
If
know,
it's not
I'm
the
not
stuff that
saying
you,
like
yeah,
stay
yeah,
with a cheater
yeah,
or stay with an
yeah,
abuser, but
yeah.
I'm just saying like if they're just petty stuff basically, you just know like tomorrow you're still gonna be my man, you're still gonna be my girl.
yeah.
kind of
true.
thing.
Yeah, that's the mentality she had still. But yeah, man. What would you lot? Are you lot pro, like, do you lot think that relationships are being pushed out too much? Like, do you lot think that people are focusing too much on relationships?
I don't think so. I think it's just in the limelight right now. Like a lot of people are just in relationships. Doesn't mean that it's being
She don't
forced
feel
down
like
you.
she don't feel like it's popular.
think it is because as we're getting older, the question when you're gonna get married.
Yeah.
Obviously, maybe not our age right now, but when we add a
Yeah,
little
but
bit
older.
of more years and like couple more years, the
That's a
question is
question,
gonna be
though.
coming from aunties like.
That's a question. That's a
You know what
question.
it is?
So
I
When
feel
you get
like
married.
that's a question.
I feel like we live in a time, yeah, where everything is very fast, and if you don't really realize like how much time we have
Yeah.
on our hands in it. So that's why people are getting married. No, I'm not
That's
saying
not
that.
true, because my mom got married when she was 19, bro.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that in a
Obviously,
sense.
The thing is, do you know the thing is, with things like relationships or
They will
anything,
always-
it's always subjective. Some people you might feel like I love you, like even at 18,
yeah,
like
yeah.
you know what
It
I'm saying.
depends on
As
the
long as it's
people.
legal,
I'm
if it's legal and that, like some people can marry within 6 months. Like some people can find that person in a month. Like
Yeah, it
some
depends on the
people
person.
it takes years, whatever. But
Yeah.
that's the thing. It's always subjective. Like
But
you
I feel
can't.
like relationships, like across all generations, it'll always be like you constantly have to think about it because it's like we are conditioned to think like, okay, you're here to find a partner.
It's like
Yeah.
work.
Mm.
How
Sooner
work
or
is always
later.
gonna be
Yeah.
there.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Relationship
And
is
when you
always
start
gonna be
hitting like a certain age,
Yeah.
like, and you haven't found
Yeah,
someone,
yeah.
it's gonna be like people are gonna be asking you, "Gee, what
Yeah,
are you doing?"
yeah.
Mm.
It's
Do you
true.
know what I mean?
It's
And
true.
that's with any generation. Like,
Yeah, but yeah, man. I have to wrap this one up here. Still,
It's cool.
thank you lot for tuning in. Obviously,
yep.
hashtag the pep talk.
I wish.
Everyone's always asking me is every single episode is out on every single podcast streaming platform. Spotify,
Jeez,
Apple
leveled up.
Podcast, Google
Leveled
Podcast.
up.
Somebody
Pep
even know
with a
like
pep.
Beaker. I don't know what Beaker, Radio Public. Like it's on every
Everything.
single
Everywhere.
possible
Crazy, man.
Everywhere.
Yeah, hashtag
wherever you
pep
are, China,
Nice in
Malaysia,
China.
and that.
Now.
Tune in. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, man.
Thank you.
Next
Let's
week.
go, man.
Square.
Next week, man. Let's go.